Hello everybody, today's Transformation Day. We have all the twos, we have 2202-2020. 2 apparently is a transformation number. For lots of us, we will be experiencing quite a powerful time, I guess. We have the new moon coming up this weekend in Pisces, so it's altogether quite a time for big changes. And personally, the last few years have been absolutely dreadful. All my life's been difficult times, struggling with so much, and the last few weeks everything has completely gone pear-shaped, as they say. And yesterday I was just thinking, I cannot do any more. I've done the best I can. I'm overwhelmed. I cannot get rid of anything else, and I was really actually feeling quite suicidal. It was just one of those really bad times that I just knew that I couldn't cope with anymore, and I didn't know what to do. And all my skills, all my tools, all my stuff that I have was I just thought I needed help. I didn't actually ask for help, although I do quite a lot, but I didn't know who to ask, to be honest. I just always pray that get me through it, sort of stuff. But anyway, yesterday I was just about coping, and this morning, for some reason, I was sitting having my breakfast, and for some reason I began to think of the Lord Shiva, the Indian Hindu god. Now, I don't know much anything really about the Hinduism. I know their gods all have different purposes, and I believe in all religions, although basically I suppose I'm a Christian. I don't know. I think everything works. There's something for everything, for everybody, for every situation. That's how I see it. A little bit of medicine for this person. I mean, everything works. It's just choosing what you want for yourself, isn't it? And so, but I was thinking about all the I think it is the god of destruction. Not negatively so, but of course things have to be destroyed before they can be built up again. And I'm a very deep thinker, as you probably gathered. I was sitting there thinking, all these fires in Australia, and now the floods here in the UK, and there's so much destruction. What is the purpose of it all? And of course it will, I suppose, wake up a lot of people to losing their possessions, and you're going to have a traumatic effect for so many people's lives, isn't it? So that is I suppose, in a way, a destructive thing, isn't it? Just everything. I think it's a bit like Pluto as well. Pluto's a planet of destruction, I think. And so I was thinking about all this. I just suddenly thought, well, Lord Shiva. I've seen him on the internet from time to time when on the mantras and the morning prayers and stuff, and they're really quite lovely. They're beautifully sung. There was a lot to know about that particular religion, but anyway, I was thinking of Shiva, and I suddenly thought, I've got to go and lie down. I often do in the morning after I've got up and got my breakfast. I go and lie down again just to recover from facing the world. And I always say to God, I'm coming home again. Just for an hour or two sometimes. But anyway, I had to go and lie down, and I can honestly say, I've never felt anything like it. I felt as though I had a tranquilizer. I was really knocked out. I didn't sleep, but I felt, heavy-limbed, all the stuff you feel when you've had a tranquilizer, if you can remember that. And I was quite, in a way, quite frightened. I didn't know what was happening to me, although I've had a lot of very strange experiences. This was like, I just knew it was very, very powerful. So I sort of asked in my head to my inner friend to say what was happening, and I got the thought that it's a whole load of negative energy being destroyed. Well, that's Shiva's not job, but that's what he does positively. I was so grateful. I mean, it went on for about an hour, I think. And I just knew that I had to completely surrender to this experience. There was nothing I could do about it. It was one of those things, and it was a gift, really. Because I mean, if it was lasting about an hour, you could imagine the stuff that was in there that needed to come out and clear. Not so much, I don't think it's so much negative thinking per se, although there's that as well. But I was just aware of I've had a lot of betrayals in my life. Betrayals and things I don't understand, and I think I was this morning thinking, I do wish I could understand why. And I thought, why am I always having to understand why? What good does it do me? I suppose it helps me to be in control, but I really have got to stop trying to analyse other people's minds, because they don't know what they're doing, let alone me. Jesus said that, didn't he? Forgive them, for they know not what they do. And I don't think much has changed in 2,000 years. So it's no good me, although I do love, and I'm very good, I'm very perceptive at seeing through people and into people, which makes them feel a bit uncomfortable, I think. But I have got an interest in the psychology and the astrology, and I love how people work, and I'm usually right, which is I'm not sure it's a good thing or not. I think people are a bit wary of my sort of perceptions. So anyway, I was thinking this morning, I want to understand why is this person turned against me? Why does that person da, 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 da. And some of it came out, it was a past life thing with myself and my daughter, and it was quite a shock to me, but also quite helpful. I thought, how am I going to get rid of that, you know? So this lie down with Shiva was really quite incredible, and it was a gift because I didn't ask, and it was given to me quite willingly. And I was at the point, actually, I've written 2 books. I was at the point of I've got to get one on the internet, and it does seem terribly complicated to me, so I'm asking for a friend to help me. And I think when we do the right thing for our spirit, we do get an earthly help as well. So I'm waiting for this person to come along and show me how to upload onto Amazon, and you will see my stories. I mean, they're not ones I would repeat on here. Not that they're absolutely dreadful, but it would be too complicated. So I was at the point of thinking, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm really not going to do the videos. They're not being terribly productive, you know, and I don't know why I'm doing them. And all these sorts were, you know, I was about to give up, really. So I suppose this visit from Shiva was like a giving up, a surrendering, really, to... I've never done that because I love to be in control, don't we all? Maraji tells a story. Shall I tell you this quick story? About 3 men. Maraji tells some lovely stories. The first man wanted to commit suicide. He jumped off the bridge, landed onto the stones below, didn't die, very ill, taken to hospital. The second man tried to shoot, well, he did shoot himself. The bullet went into his brain and stayed there, so he didn't die. The third man was sitting watching television, and suddenly, whoop, that was it. He left, he died. And the moral of the story is, who's in control? So this felt like me, with a bit of, well, it was lack of control. I just lie down and surrender to it. And I thought I was dying. And of course that will happen one day. So I came out of it 2 hours later, and here I am. I've just got to talk about it because not many people would understand it, and I've got nobody close to talk to, so it's like a therapy, really. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I expect for some of you it would trigger off your own thing, and also I think my energy is one of, like, I have read this somewhere, it's a transforming energy. Apparently I've got light codes in my communication, so it's not what I talk about that matters, it's the energy that comes across, which will trigger some people and probably disturb others. Anyway, there we go. Though, gosh, that was 8 minutes. I was going to tell 2 stories today. But there we are. I think that's enough. I might go back to bed now. Have a brandy. Okay, my dears, take care of yourselves and have a good day. And don't forget, 22 to 2020. Make the most of any transformational things that come your way. God bless. Bye-bye.